Phillips here this morning. Cole Tucker joining us on MLB Network Radio and MLB Network, former first-round pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates. There you see the beautiful bridges, the Roberto Clemente. I just had a chance to go to Pittsburgh for the first time and see that park and that bridge and the incredible downtown area, historic downtown area, as we welcome Cole Tucker into the show. My co-host on Sunday Sliders, 1 to 4 Eastern on MLB Network Radio. CT, my guy, welcome back to the show. Good morning.
My girl, good morning. Danny, thank you for having me. X, great to see you, man. It's an honor to be on here with you guys. Austin Warren is a tough act to follow. He was a great interview. I really enjoyed listening to that. But both of you guys are killing it, respectively. X, I love what you're doing online and on TV, and you're crushing it. And Danny, I love working with you, and you're crushing it per usual, as always. And it's been fun to see on some Cardinals broadcasts this year too. Life is good. Go us.
So that's awesome. Yeah. Cold world. Hey, let me kick it off real quick because we had a great series between the Cubs and the Braves, and I feel like those are two teams that we're going to be seeing in the postseason. And I want to get your thoughts on the Braves because to me it looked like that this is a team that's got everything back. Just a couple of years ago, we know how dominant they were, and it seems like all of that is back after a tough last year. Just your takeaways from what you've seen from the Braves so far this year.
I think they've been really impressive. And yeah, you're right. They do seem to be back because, you know, everybody was expecting more. I said on Loud Outs with Spilly last week, I was like, it feels like we're watching a Bobby Cox-led Braves team. And then RIP, really sad that happened. But they're just doing it, man. And we expect them to win every night. They're getting contributions from guys all over the place, guys that you didn't even expect to be on their team, on their roster not too long ago. Mikey Skremski was huge for them in this Cubs series. Dominic Smith was huge for them in this Cubs series and has been all year. You expect to get the sugar from Ozzie Albies and Matt Olson. Olson's been unbelievable this year. He looks like an MVP, looks like a Hall of Famer. It's must-see television for his at-bats, but they've just been so great, and they went in their division and stole pitching coach Jeremy Hefner from the New York Mets, and that's been working wonders for them too. So hats off to them. They're really fun to watch. I think that Cubs team is really, really good too. They're not playing their best baseball right now. They lost 4 in a row. We're able to get the last one against Sale there. Ian Happ, big homer, but two really good ball clubs. I think we're going to see a lot of them both, but it's nice that the Braves are back, man. I mean, Acuna's not even in the lineup. Austin Riley hasn't caught fire yet, but they are firing on all cylinders.
I love that you mentioned too Yaz and Dom Smith and the other names that are in that star-studded lineup. And, you know, to understand your role, but to have a group of guys who are kind of pulling the same rope. I don't know if we saw that last year with this team. What is it like? What is the level of importance for guys of that caliber or the bottom of the lineup, CT, to be able to produce the way they are for the Braves?
Yeah, I think it's paramount. It's imperative. You have to have 26 guys pulling in the same direction. I mean, we look back to the World Series last year, and with the Dodgers, I mean, crazy catches from Kike Hernandez, Andy Pages, big at-bats from Miggy Rowe. Like, you need 26 guys. You can't just go out there and win it with a Shohei and a Freddie Freeman and a Mookie Betts. It takes a team. It's baseball. It's 162. It's 26 guys. And you need the whole shebang, if you will. And they've had that. Walt Weiss has these guys working and sounding good and looking good and playing good. You know, in spring training, they have the Jurickson Profar suspension come out, and like, they were steadfast. Everybody was like, we're going to be good. We believe in who we are. We know we're a good team. And that's what it takes. You know, I've been on a lot of bad teams, and we didn't sound like that. We didn't feel like that. We didn't believe that. But this Braves team looks and sounds to be a serious player. And I think we're going to see them all year and down in the stretch into October.
Yeah, I want to get your thoughts, too, on what we've seen from the Dodgers, because it's almost like, you know, there's people that are – now, I don't want to say panicking, but almost like doesn't look like the same dominance that we've seen.
I called them drowsy, Cole. Yeah,
you did call them drowsy.
Drowsy Dodgers.
I did. A little drowsy.
That's wild. That's at Danny Wexelman, too, by the way. No, I want to get your thoughts on kind of, is this a team we can still expect to compete for a World Series? And we've also seen some things different with Shohei Ohtani. So Just your reaction to what we've seen from the two-time champions recently.
Yeah, I mean, they're not a shoo-in. They still have to go and earn it, and it's going to be tough, and they're going to have a lot of people like the Cubs and the Braves and the Brewers and what have you biting at their ankles all year. But they definitely have what it takes for me. They've been there. They've done it. They've got unbelievable veteran leadership in that locker room. They've got a lot of guys who are going to have plaques in Cooperstown eventually. Dave Roberts knows what he's doing. Andrew Friedman knows what he's doing. Like, they have all of the winning pieces the winning formula to win. I just think that they're a little shocked that they are not playing better. But I mean, I talked to somebody in the Dodgers organization a couple days ago, and I was like, "How you feeling?" He's like, "Man, just trying to keep up the energy. You know, we're struggling a little bit right now." I'm like, "You guys at the time they were 24-17." I was like, "You guys are kind of balling. You're tied for first place. You know, it's a tough league." But it just goes to show you how high their expectations are organizationally, and that's what it takes. And that's why I believe that there's nothing to worry about with the Dodgers. Like, we're still in mid-May. There's so much baseball ahead of us. And even though they might be internally upset that they're not meeting their projections or what their models thinks of them as a team, they're still a really good team, and they're going to get healthier. You know, they're just getting Mookie back. Shohei's doing it on the mound. That's a whole nother can of worms to open up. But I think they still have, and I think we'll still see them make a great run in October.
By the way, these are the takes you can get on Sundays, on Sunday Sliders, 1 to 4 Eastern on MLB Network Radio, if you want to listen to Cole Tucker. And by the way, the amount of compliments I get on Cole's voice, people will be like, "Oh my gosh, his vocal cords. Are you kidding me right now?" Anyway, join us on Sundays. Let's shift gears. I want to get into the NL Central with you. And so this is a division, 5 teams that are above 500. The American League finally has 5 teams in total that are above 500, but the NL Central has been a ton of fun. It has been a lot of spunkiness from these teams, feistiness, the way they play baseball. You also have 4 out of the 5 teams with a positive run differential. It's a weird year right now where you got a lot of teams that are trying to succeed, negative run differentials. But the NL Central, like, for me, they're the darlings of baseball right now, Cole.
Couldn't agree more, Danny. That was a great way of saying it. And yeah, we've been talking about our spunky St. Louis Cardinals all year. Ollie's got those guys believing in themselves, feeling themselves, a young team who's learning how to play together and win in the big leagues, and they're doing it. Their offense 1 through 9 has been one of the most fun to watch all year for me, led by our guy Brant Brown and Casey Chenoweth. You know, it's been unbelievable to see what Jordan Walker's been able to do, what J.J. Weatherholt's been able to do, Herrera. Like, they're a great team. They're so fun to watch. I'm really enjoying them. I hope they stick in it. I mean, they're tied for the wild card right now. Everyone kind of saw the Cubs and the Brewers coming, but I still think that they're 2 teams that were arguably better than they were last year. The Cubs, you know, you go out and get Cabrera, you get Bregman. The Brewers, I know that they don't have a starter in their rotation with like more than a year of service time, but they're nasty. I'm loving watching Kyle Harrison, Jacob Mizorowski, Chad Patrick. Like, these guys are doing it. They're filling up the strike zone, getting outs, being nasty. You can never count out a Pat Murphy-led team, and I just think the Brewers have some juice. And the Pirates, man, the Pirates have the best team that I've seen since like 2015 when they went to the wild card game. And, you know, Paul Skeens may be one of the greatest pitchers we've ever seen, and he's probably going to go down with the likes of Nolan Ryan and Roger Clemens, and it's unbelievably crazy to say that, but he's pitching with a sub-2, man. And how can you not get behind that? Their rotation's been great with, you know, Mitch Keller and Ashcraft, and they're making it happen. Carmen Majinski, he's super crafty and is doing his thing over there. I was worried about the Cincinnati Reds coming into the season with the loss of Hunter Green. We don't know how he's doing and when he's coming back, but I was like, it doesn't feel great, but they've been able to do it, man. They're hanging in there. They're still 2 games over 500. Chase Burns pitching his tail off the other night or last night. Sorry, it's so early. My brain is foggy. I don't know what day it is. But they've hung in there, man. Even with Gino Suarez on the IL and Sal Stewart cooling off, they find a way to be resilient and win some ball games. They've coming off 2 tough series, but I believe in them as a team.
All right, Cole, it's all roses talking about the National League, but let's take it over to the American League and figure out who's the best team in the American League. Like, you got the Rays at the top of the East. Obviously, you have some teams that may not be playing their best baseball in the Central when I think about the Royals, and I don't know what to think of the West right now. So who's the best team and coming out of this American League?
Man, it's so tough. I'm such a Yankee homer. I always like the Yankees. I don't know why, but I think it's the Yankees as constructed. They're grinding right now a little bit. They're in
Tampa disrespect.
No doubt. Like Tampa is unbelievable, and they're playing out of their mind. And I bet if I lived down in Florida, I'd be like watching Rays games every night. I'd be like, they're nasty, and they are. Defensively and pitching wise, like they've been unbelievable. You get McClanahan back, you get Rasmussen. Nick Martinez has been super strong and steady for them. Their bullpen's been holding it down. They are in the right place on defense. Chandler Simpson is unbelievably fun to watch, and they just find a way to poke and put the ball in play and just have 9 guys who are ready to be pesky tough outs every night, and that's a winning ball club. I think if you stack them up in a 7-game ALCS against the Yankees have a competitive advantage just with talent and resource and what they've got over there. But the Rays are playing unbelievable. I mean, if you look at the standings, the Rays are the best team in the American League right now, and I'll give you that for sure. But I believe in the Yankees and the players that they have, the players that they'll probably acquire, and the players they're going to get back healthy soon, assuming Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon make it back. And hopefully everything's all good with our boy Max Fried, because he was doing it before he went down. So I would say the Yankees, but I kind of always say that. I just always feel like they're going to get it done. But I was a 90s kid, and they always did. It's just ingrained in my DNA.
Yeah.
It's a safe bet. It's absolutely a safe bet. Cole Tucker, you are the most wonderful, the most vibrant, and the best teammate. Thank you for waking up early and hanging out with us. I cannot wait to hear you next week. Diamondbacks Radio. You got 3 games with that crew, and people can hear your sweet, sweet voice on their airwaves next week.
Oh, stop it. But thank you, Danny. You're the best teammate, too. And it's always a pleasure talking to you. X, always great to see you. I appreciate the win you're giving me in the fantasy baseball league this week.
Oh, don't do that to me.
My boy. I appreciate you.
What a
Thanks,
gem.
Cole.
What a gem. That is Cole Tucker, a part of Sunday Sliders here in our MLB Network Radio family. You can hear him on the Arizona Diamondbacks radio broadcast next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Cole's the best. We got more to come here on MLB Network Radio and the leadoff spot. We're going to go around the bases and catch up on all the action from last night in baseball.